Good evening, Professor. My name is Seksha Baruth, and I'm going to present my presentation about global outsourcing and IT strategy, a deep dive into Apple Inc. and analyzing the strategic role of IT outsourcing in a tech giant success. So let's move on to introduction to global IT outsourcing. Business that outsource their IT functions hire internationally service providers who take charge of defined IT operation or procedures. The outsourcing practice helps organizations minimize their expenses while gaining skilled professionals and achieving flexible operations. The solution has developed substantially because of cloud computing improvement as well as international data connection and remote collaborations technology evaluation. So the presentation evaluates the essential characteristics of worldwide outsourcing together with its influence on Apple Inc. information technology strategic direction. So let's move on to the benefits of global IT outsourcing. Through outsourcing, companies find ways to decrease expenses by working with personnel located in places where labor charges and infrastructure needs are reduced. Through outsourcing, companies receive worldwide access to specialists who possess modern skills in essential IT fields, and outsourcing partners supply businesses with their ability to scale up operations quickly while preventing significant capital expenditure. And also, organization can concentrate on their main areas of competence when they transfer their regular and advanced IT duties to outside professionals. So let's move on to the drawbacks of global IT outsourcing. This leads to the development of resources constraints since working across multiple time zones is likely to result in slow communication, hence prolongation of important decision as well as issue solving process. There is always risk to data security and privacy whenever the information transitions across border and to the third parties. The use of different culture and language may cause high probability of misunderstanding, delays, or even poor service delivery. This is because reliance on the third party supply is a decrease of internal capacity, that is a shift towards outsourcing. So let's move to overview of Apple Inc. So Apple Inc. is a multinational technology company that deals in technological devices such as the iPhone, MacBook, iPad, and Apple Watch. Apple is located in Cupertino, California, and is an international company that requires partners and suppliers at its disposal. Apple company still maintains its business strategy based on exclusive external design, integration of hardware and software, and excellent services. The firm keeps on evolving its ID plans to accommodate its competitive advantage over other firms in the management of the supply chain and data system. And let's move on to Apple's global IT strategy. The corporate IT solutions focus on security integrations and Apple's primary characteristics in hardware and software innovations. This had made the company employ a system where some products are developed internally while others are developed from the other parts of the world. Software developments, cloud providers, and activities that rely heavily on outsourcing agreements. Apple pays much attention to copies control and compliance in outsourced service while maintaining its priorities. So let's move on to role of outsourcing in Apple's manufacturing. Apple's outsources a significant portion of its hardware manufacturing to companies like Foxconn and Pegatron in Asia. It eliminates expenses and in addition enables the company to scale up swiftly, thus fulfilling market demands, especially during product launches. The use of outsourcing has benefits since it allows for the flexibility in sourcing for the components of the supply chain and alterations when there is disruption of the supply chain and manipulation of the consumers. Not less controlling organization like Apple keeps a tight value chain control on the design, quality, and standards through IT integration. So let's move on to the outsourcing in Apple's IT service and support. Apple provides connection with third parties for the Apple Care support and customer service in several areas so that customer support services are available all around the world in every free time. IT service outsourcing helps Apple to solve billions of cases regarding support service, and at the same time satisfying the customers. Service providers are prepared so that they fit the Apple brand and provide high standards of service globally. In this case, Apple also utilized the outsourcing strategy in such areas as localization, the use of cloud service, and data analysis. So let's move on to critical analysis of outsourcing in Apple's IT strategy. So outsourcing is being a competitive advantage for the Apple when it's come to aiming to growth and at the same time minimizing on cost. One of the main concerns is the ability to retain quality while illustrating proprietary methodologies, products, and service when dealing with business partners from foreign countries. This paper gives us clear example of the integration of outsourcing into Apple's IT strategy, and the strategy demonstrates the use of both the internal and external model of outsourcing. The getting experience from Apple's success made it clear that technical companies are able to outsource effectively without risking the company and image and quality of its products. So let's move on to the conclusion. IT outsourcing in the global environment has been identified to have numerous advantages. However, it should be embraced prudently given the challenges that accompany them. The success of the firm is a demonstration of a best model of outsourcing aimed to increasing efficiency while maintaining the highest standards. Their strategic approach to IT is an unusual mix of outsourcing, researching internal ideas, and a rigorous management style. Apple serves example that outsourcing is more than just a way to economize; it's an important management a tool for the modern company. So below are the references of my presentation. Thank you, officer.